I'm Jeff Oak, and welcome to Taking Care of Your Business, conversations to strengthen small and mid-sized companies. In a recent CEO survey, 75% of respondents said they are investing in programs to develop their leaders. They're building better bosses. Why? Because bosses have the most direct impact on employee engagement, which in turn impacts business performance. Employees don't leave companies, they leave their bosses. Bosses translate the organization's culture, hold people accountable, and coach them up. Bosses who do these things well enhance the employee experience, which has a ripple effect across the organization. It drives productivity, improves retention, and even helps recruiting. This is the first in a three-part series on building better bosses, adapted from a Vistage white paper on the topic. Today, we focus on how managing people has changed. The workplace has changed dramatically, and so have the demands that are placed on bosses. No role has gone through more change in the last 2 years than that of the boss. Let's look at 5 ways that a boss's responsibilities have changed as hybrid work has taken hold. Let's call it managing then versus now. For decades, the traditional Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 work week was standard. The first change bosses have had to navigate is that whereas they traditionally monitored employee attendance and adherence to that traditional schedule, now performance is based on deliverables, allowing employees to work on more flexible schedules. A second change from then to now. Traditionally, bosses watched workers get the job done and visibly monitored their activity. Now, in-person monitoring is more challenging, and there's a greater element of trust required that employees will get the work done. It places greater importance on regular check-ins to solve problems and provide support. A third change. In the traditional work setting, bosses expected employees to be in the office every day, regardless of the task they're working on. The old butts in seats model. Now bosses have to coach employees to use their time strategically, bringing them into the workplace for collaborative work and allowing them to work remotely on individual tasks. Fourth, historically, relationships in the workplace were built spontaneously and in person through team gatherings, coffee breaks, impromptu meetings. Now bosses have to develop team relationships through digital means, no small feat, and schedule in-person activities to support connection and collaboration. Finally, bosses traditionally evaluated employee performance through annual reviews, and now weekly check-ins are more common ways to track performance. Today's workforce has multiple generations: boomers, Gen Xers, millennials, Gen Zers, each with differing expectations. It's tough to be a boss these days. They need training, development, and support more than ever. What's your organization doing to build better bosses? In part 2 of the series, we examine 4 key employee needs. Thanks for joining. Until next time.